Are you tired of the turtle meta? Do you get upset when even your best mix-ups just get shut down because your opponent never throws an attack? Are you just sick of glorified staring contests? Well, I have the solution for you. Introducing Bleach. I'm kidding. Fucking relax. So yeah, this is a Warden guide. I've shied away from making this video for quite some time now because I felt like playing Warden was self-explanatory. I still think that honestly, but it can't hurt to make some jokes and hey, maybe you'll learn a thing or two. As usual, this isn't an in-depth gear build guide or anything sophisticated like that. I'm just gonna tell you the bullshit spam you can use to win, because that's what you really came for, isn't it? To kick things off, let's go over the Warden's strengths and weaknesses. Strengths are up first. Number 1, fast attacks. Number 2, flicker glitched area attack. Number 3, vortex. Number 4, vortex mix-up.
Later.
And number 40, really far-reaching heavy attacks. Anyway, on to the weaknesses. The best way to open an attack chain with Warden is to overhead light followed by pressing guard break, which will start a vortex. Once this move is initiated, you can let it go to perform a shoulder bash, allowing a side double light chop you up and serve you to wall defray in a pie attack, which can also continue into another vortex. You can also press guard break a second time to grab your opponent while they are dodging and get a free side heavy. I usually follow this with a heavy feint into light attack and, you guessed it, vortex that bitch. If you hold guard break down for a bit after initiating vortex, Warden does a powerful bash which allows a free top heavy. Pro tip, Warden's top heavy is the most damaging attack, but it is also the slowest. And lastly, you can cancel the vortex altogether by pressing the same button used to feint attacks. This is great for when your opponent does their dodge attack, as you can get a free light parry and proceed to crush their skull in with your broadsword. I could end the guide here and you would know everything you needed to know in order to win with Warden, but just in case you want some other cool tipperoonies on how to actually have some fun with the character, stay tuned. One really unique move that the Warden has is the crushing counter attack. This is done by pressing light attack just before an opponent's overhead attack lands. This move does massive damage as well as making you feel like a complete fucking badass for doing something other than shoulder bashing over and over. A great way to bait an overhead attack is while your opponent is at a distance, whiff an overhead heavy and then feint a second. Most of the time your opponent will go for a parry, allowing for a crushing counter. If they have the reaction time to feint their parry attempt though, you can still often squeeze in a light attack just after the feint. If they manage to stop that as well, an area attack is basically a guaranteed hit because of the flicker glitch. So make sure to abuse that shit like a little bitch as well. Why learn cool mix-ups and actually have fun with the character when you can abuse cheeky exploits for easy wins, right? Right! You can pretty much throw in heavy feints at any time during combos, which is a great way to keep your opponent guessing. Of course, besides the 25, 25, 25, 25 mix-up that you can also spam at will by dashing either direction and pressing guard break over and over until your opponent's fucking dead. It can also be pretty effective to just let some heavies fly, as your opponent might try to capitalize on predicting the feint. Overall, Warden is like the For Honor Swiss Army knife, only instead of a knife you have a longsword, and instead of a can opener you have a turtle opener. That's really everything you need to know about the Warden in For Honor. Just take this knowledge and turn it into your own special little mix-ups. Chances are whatever you think is going to be effective will be. Just try not to laugh too hard when people cry about how broken you are. Fuck. So at this point I have to mention that the Warden is getting a nerf in the coming week. A lot of this stuff might not be completely viable by the time you watch this video, so take it for what it is. I'm not going to redo this video though, because it will be the third fucking time this week I scrapped an idea and I need some more ad revenue before I have to move back into the tree with my parents. Ubisoft's got me fucked up, man. Shout out to my boy Baus for helping me get some footage. You can go check out his channel if for some reason you live under a rock and haven't seen it already. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for all the latest and greatest bullshit that finds its way into my head. Also join my Discord server if you want to get more in touch with me and my shitstorm of a community. Lastly, you can follow me on Twitch so you can tune into my live streams and maybe get a chance to play with me. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go shower to cleanse myself of the stench of self-promotion.